CNN interviewed a young ISIS fighter who was taken out of Syria and Iraq by his father. Let's listen.
The belt has fertilizer, explosives, TNT, and it's pre-packed with shrapnel, and it has a detonator cord on the side.
Those are not the words of an adult. Underneath the scarf worn to conceal his identity is a 15-year-old, an ISIS child soldier. On a daily basis, Yasser, not his real name, was strapped in an explosive belt, issued a pistol and AK. Yasser joined ISIS willingly. Both he and his father were with the al-qaeda-linked Nusra Front, and when ISIS took over their area, they swore allegiance. For a month, Yasser says, he and another 100 child recruits were isolated from their families, forbidden from seeing or even speaking to them. They underwent intense religious indoctrination, embedding their young, impressionable minds with the ISIS radical and violent interpretation of Islam, and rigorous, terrifying military training.
We crawled on their webbing. There was fire above us, and we'd be firing our weapons. Then we jumped through large metal rings as the trainers fired at our feet, telling us if you stop, you will be shot.
With his training complete, he was assigned guard duty. His mother begged him to leave.
I would tell her this is jihad, and all of us must do it.
2 weeks ago, Yasser's father decided to defect and tricked his son into coming with him, bringing Yasser to Turkey.
I was asking him, why are you doing this? What happened? My father turned to me and said that they are not on the right religious track.
Yasser admits he was afraid the explosive belt he wore would accidentally detonate. The first time he witnessed a beheading, he did not eat for 2 days. He appears to have a gentle demeanor and seems lost in a twisted mental maze, initially saying he wants to go back to ISIS.
My friends and buddies are all there, and they would pay me $150 a month. My father, $1,000.
Later he tells us he regrets having joined them. Yasser has a chance to go back to the Arabic and math-loving schoolboy he was. That might not be the case for others trapped in the grip of ISIS terror.
We go after CNN a lot, but right there they did a fantastic report. If they do more of that, their ratings will go up. But the thing to take away from this is that's the exact same strategy that the Hitler Youth used. What you do is you brainwash a generation. You get them young, and then you take them under your wing. And what you do is you teach them discipline, you give them training, you offer them camaraderie with all of their other buddies who are the same age that are going through the same thing that they're going through. And what's so frustrating is that ISIS could have never received credibility in the first place if the Middle East wasn't broken and impoverished and hopeless. And again, this links right back with Nazi Germany as well. Anybody who knows the history of Germany leading up to World War II knows that after World War I and the Versailles Treaty, Germany had absolutely no hope. At the time, it was the Weimar Republic. There was rampant inflation. The economy was destroyed. When the Great Depression hit in the U.S., and it also affected Germany, things went from bad to worse. The country was hopeless. They owed so much money, and they couldn't pay it back, so there was no future for anybody in the area. And because there was so much economic turmoil and so much depression in a region that had been war-torn and all of these things, what happened? Hitler was able to captivate everybody in the country. Hitler was able to tell them, you guys are the victim. You know, I saw the Treaty of Versailles. This thing is horrible. The people who signed that from the Weimar Republic, from Germany, are traitors to the nation. So, hey, let me take power, and I'll bring you back to the top of the chain where you should be, because you're good people. You're special people. Same argument ISIS uses.